Next day, one more day. Oh no, uno more day.
Uno Moss Dezos.
Dios.
No, Dezos. Jeffrey Dezos.
Oh no, it's Dios. Dios is God. Gods.
God's Day. Dios. Oh, what am I gonna do with the fish?
Diaz is the guy from Hybrid Haven, I think. I don't think you've played that game.
I say if that's a thing, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think 90% of the world doesn't know. That's an underestimate. I think 99% of the world doesn't know what that game is. It was a Nintendo 64 game.
Oh.
It was one of the games that required the expansion card. Wait, yeah, I think maybe it didn't, but it didn't work as well if it didn't have the expansion card. That's for sure.
Gotcha.
But everybody who had a Nintendo 64 had Donkey Kong 64, so
yeah.
It's not like I want to meet the guy who bought the expansion cards separately.
Yeah, because was Nintendo 64 wasn't the only game that came, or sorry, Donkey Kong wasn't the only game that came with it, was it?
I think it was.
Really?
I think it was the only one that came with it.
I vaguely remember, because I could be wrong, but I think you needed it to play Perfect Dark too.
Yeah, I think so. Let me look it up.
I knew it came with Donkey Kong, and it was good for like 6 games.
Yeah, and there were only a couple that you fully required. All right, Sebastian, I wish you would give me more money for this, but I'll give you one of those.
Actually, for some reason, the game Quest 64 popped into my head the other day. I hadn't thought about that game in 20 years.
I've played that game within the past 5 years, I think.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I've got the full set, so I played it.
Did you play it a lot when you were younger? I definitely never beat it.
I don't know if I owned it. I think I rented it once, and I got pretty far in. Maybe I rented it more than once. I remember getting, or maybe I did own it. I don't know. I remember that I gave up at a certain point. I was just like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. I seem to remember restarting it a couple times and then always stopping at the same point.
It's a hard game for how stupid it is.
Right.
Like it's such a childish game. It's like on the level of Pokemon for like the age group.
Yeah.
But then the story is bare bones, and then the battle is just so fucking hard. I remember it was like a water element boss, and she just kept fucking raping me. She raped me over and over and over again. She wouldn't stop raping me, and I was just like, I'm done. This is traumatizing.
Yeah, I said, can you please get it out of there?
Games that require the expansion pack: Donkey Kong 64, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, Perfect Dark, and Dinosaur Planet, which was not released on the Nintendo 64.
Okay, I was going to say,
well, Dinosaur Planet wasn't released at all.
Is that what Star Fox became? The
Star Fox Adventures.
Starfax Temperatures?
Starfax Temperatures, yeah. Was that a JonTron joke?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure that was a JonTron joke. Which, if he's racist, I'm sorry.
There's actually quite a few games that it is not required for, but it enhances it. Yeah. I'm trying to see which games did it come with. I think it was just Donkey Kong 64.
Well, I mean, because was it those 4 games were the only ones that absolutely required it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it only came with Donkey Kong 64, but
I know it didn't come with Majora's Mask, because I know it didn't come with anything except Donkey Kong 64, because I only had one.
Oh, did you own Perfect Dark?
I owned Perfect. Yeah, we owned Perfect Dark. We owned Majora's Mask.
Yeah, because I never owned I never owned Perfect Dark, and I borrowed Majora's Mask. So Donkey Kong would have been the only one I had.
Yeah.
It seems kind of weird that they would sell a game that required it and not sell it with it.
Yeah, I had a gold cart Majora's Mask.
Well, now what we should have done? Oh, they did gold carts on Majora's Mask too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
I missed out on the gold cart for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I knew that there was gold Ocarina carts.
Yeah, the gold cart the gold carts for Zelda were great because they were buggy.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because they were some of the gray cards too. Because back then, people like to suck off physical media and be like, "Oh, it's so great, physical media. I wish we were back in the days of physical media." But back then, if a game was buggy, you just fucked.
Yeah, it's just buggy.
It was either just buggy or they would patch it for new copies.
Right.
Like for when they made a new production run, they would have an updated build for that new production run. But almost like unless it was like there were like 1 or 2 games that had game-breaking bugs where they did recalls.
Yeah.
And send them back out. But there were plenty of games with game-breaking bugs, especially on the NES and some on the Super Nintendo and like handheld games where it's like, yeah, no, this game you can't beat. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You can't finish it. Fuck you.
My whole thing.
Rose tinted glasses is what.
I'd say my only thing is that, and I'm not gonna say the physical media is better. The only thing I've noticed is that, and I'm sure that this was still happening to a degree, but the fact that now like no game comes out finished because they can just finish it through patches later on is kind of frustrating.
A lot of them have day one patches things.
Or
no,
you
it
just
did come bundled with Perfect Dark and Majora's Mask in Japan.
Oh, okay.
That's what it seems to say.
But in America, they were like, they all got the monkey game, so it's fine.
Or they can go to Kmart. Because I'm pretty sure it was sold separately.
It was, and it was like the price of a fucking game.
Oh, really? I never saw the price of it.
I don't know because I can't remember if I lost mine at one point or something.
Oh, really? How? Did you take it out?
I don't remember. I remember at one point I couldn't remember where mine was, and I went to because I think I went to somebody's house who didn't have Donkey Kong, and my dumb kid brain was, instead of grabbing the whole system, I'll yank this out
and just let them just plug it into there,
and then just forgot. Like, I think I got it back, but then forgot what I did with it and found it later, so never actually bought one. But I do remember looking at him and being like, why is this? Because I think it was like 30 bucks.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck?
That's ridiculous.
Well, it's ridiculous because it was for 3 games, so it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was required for 3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the games it wasn't required for did run like shit without it. Or they looked like shit without it. Like there was a reason to have it for the games it wasn't required for.
Yeah,
like Hybrid Haven.
Well, also I had the Nintendo 64 so late.
Oh, did you?
Like,
Nintendo 64 is one of the biggest disappointments of my young life.
I didn't get a Nintendo 64 until around when Episode 1 was in theaters.
Oh, yeah, that's a couple years late. What was that, 99 or 98?
No, I thought that was like...
No, Episode 1 was in the 90s. I got mine in 2000.
Oh,
yeah.
If it was in the 90s, it would have been 99.
Yeah, GameCube came out in 2001, so
yeah,
or like late 2000. So yeah, that would have been pretty late. No, we got a Nintendo 64 like pretty close to launch, if not at launch. But what it cost us was Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and all of the games that we had for both those systems.
Oh God.
Well, by what it cost us was what my dad did to in order to afford it.
But didn't like ask if like you would rather have.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he did or not.
Fair enough.
Because a dumb kid would be like, the new thing? Yeah, I want the new thing.
Right.
Or what would be what would sound the most realistic for my father would be, he would say, you want a Nintendo 64? And then I say yes, and then he goes, okay, I'll do whatever. I'll just take all his stuff and sell it.
Yeah.
It was like a halfway consulting.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know for sure. I was 6.
Right. But yeah, no, I got a PlayStation near launch and got an N64 way late.
Yeah, I do remember. Well, I never had a PlayStation or a PlayStation 2 though, so.
Okay, I was a Sony household.
Yeah.
Because I bought the PlayStation 2 myself, and I got on my brother's recommendation. I didn't even know what a PlayStation was, and he told me to ask for one for Christmas, and then I got it.
I just remember going from like several games to like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it was like Glover was one of them.
you had Super Mario 64 and 2 other forgettable Nintendo 64 games?
No, I had one forgettable Nintendo 64 game. Well, not forgettable, because I remember it. It was Glover. I played the shit out of it.
Okay. Just because you remember it, I will not count that as the game not being forgettable.
And then the third one would have been Star Fox 64.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So at least at most one forgettable game.
But yeah, no, I got
You
one
don't
of
remember
the...
Glover?
I mean, I remember it. I remember it existing.
I mean, you remember playing it on my Nintendo 64, probably.
Oh, we played Glover?
Probably. I played it a lot.
Oh, no, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember ever playing Glover. I just remember the game existing.
Do you remember that there was gonna be a Glover 2?
No, absolutely not.
A demo exists.
Oh my god. No, the only thing I remember playing at your house was Gauntlet.
Yeah, we played the shit out of Gauntlet Legends.
Shit out of Gauntlet 64.
I mean,
that was Gauntlet Legends.
Yeah, that was the main game we would play at my house.
Yeah.
Was Gauntlet Legends. That was a good game.
It was a very good game.
That and the Gauntlet Legends expansion pack sold as a standard. The other thing that I don't miss about old physical media is the expansion pack that's just a whole new game.
Right.
In Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Well, there's the expansion pack that's a whole new game, or there's the quote-unquote DLC that is that you go to download and it's a 200 kilobyte file because all it does is unlock something that's already on the disc.
Yeah, but
you had to wait 6 months to get it.
That still happens though. They still do that. They haven't got it. And that's probably increased.
It's just packaged differently now.
I do remember when that first started happening. That was early days of DLC. When that first started happening, they'd started fucking right away.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think the thing you were fighting was an albacore, by the way, because I caught one. It was a pain in the ass.
Are squids like really like you have to get lucky?
They're pretty rare. This one's fighting me too. Let's see if it's... I
already forgot that was what I was supposed to be doing. I've just been hanging out at the farm.
I'm doing it for you.
Do we not both have the quest?
I already did it.
Oh, that's right.
I did it ages ago.
I don't read the quest log.
I remember you tried it a little bit and then you gave up and then the session was over.
Ah, okay. That sounds logical.
This one's fighting me like crazy. I might be late.
That's all right. It says I'm sleeping, but I'm actually I have the covers over me and I'm reading myself scary stories.
Well, that's good because I got a squid. Maybe the thing you were trying to catch was a squid because it fought me like fought the fuck out of me. I'll give it to you in a month.
Okay.